Instagram or YouTube? I can tell you they both play very different roles for your business. The better question is, which platform resonates more with your goal, like what you want to achieve, as well as it resonates with how you want to spend your time? So I'm going to answer that in this video. And I want you to think of it this way. Picture that you're at a networking event. You enter the lobby. Instagram is the lobby. It's where you first start meeting people. You can have some quick chats, right? You get those connections. It's faster paced. It's more social, right? And then you hear an announcement and they're telling people to go into the room with the stage so that they can start the event. So when you enter that room, YouTube is the stage. That's where you get to step up, you can share your message, the spotlight's on you, you can really build your authority from that stage. Now, that's not to say that you can't do that on Instagram. I'm sharing this metaphor with you because I really want you to think about each of those environments and how people are digesting you. So if you're on the stage, everyone's in the audience focused and watching you. Whereas if you're in the lobby, people are seeing you pass here and there, they might get to connect with you, so the environments are different. Just like each platform has its own environment, its own energy, its own culture. So along those same lines of thinking, we use Instagram to connect with people that we might have first met at a business event. It's a quick connection hub for us. So we might meet certain people, whether it's a virtual or in-person event, and right away it's like, what's your Instagram, right? So you connect on Instagram. That way you can get a sense of what that person has going on, and you might get into a DMing conversation, right? It's really about engagement and connection. But the content there is more short-lived, right? If someone does a post, you're really only seeing that in the feed for maybe up to 72 hours. So if you are someone who likes that kind of, fast-paced and engaging, connecting environment, then Instagram is your place to really create those connections and to be in people's DMs. That's how you're going to be using it for your business. You need to engage with other people's content as it's posted and create conversations in the comments and the DMs. If you're just posting on Instagram and you expect to get clients and leads and tons of likes and stuff, that's not gonna work. You gotta have this engagement piece where you're actively engaging with other people's content and you're creating those conversations. When someone follows you, for example, how are you going to create that conversation with them immediately? Maybe DM them instantly and be like, hey, just curious how you found me, engage them in a conversation. That's how you're going to make the most of that platform for your business. And I share that with you because if that's not how you want to spend your time, and you're really more, you want to spend more of your time with the in-depth teaching and sharing your thought leadership, and you care about that long-term visibility, you're in it for the long game, YouTube is that stage, right? Where you can really position yourself as an authority, and it's a search engine. So as long as you're optimizing your content for the search or for that discoverability, then people will still be able to find your videos for months, years after it's posted. If you're doing this consistently, you can start to see how your content on that platform compounds over time because your videos are constantly bringing in new eyes. And if you're being strategic with creating that content, which you really should on YouTube, then those videos are warming up your audience. They're warming up those new viewers. They're having people build trust with you because they're getting to know you, and also because you're solving problems for them, right? You're answering questions in those videos. And by the way, we have other videos on this YouTube channel talking all about YouTube strategy specifically for businesses. But you don't need to go and engage with other people's channels in order for the algorithm to see you. That's not how it works on YouTube. Instagram, you do need to do that. Obviously, the con side of YouTube is that it can take more effort to create a video, right? And to post it as opposed to finding a photo and creating a caption and posting that on Instagram. So you may see YouTube as having this higher upfront investment and slower to grow. But again, it comes down to what's the outcome? How do you want to use that particular platform to grow your business? If your goal is to really focus on building your network and doing this fast, with being in the DMs for people and the comments on Instagram. Again, don't expect to just post on that platform and leads will start pouring in. That's not how it works. But if you like that aspect of network building and engaging in conversations and stuff, that's where Instagram is good at. And especially if you're good as well at engaging in those sales conversations in the DMs, then that might work more to your favor, to using Instagram as a great marketing platform for your business. If your goal is really to build lasting influence and you're in this for the long run, you don't want to be creating daily posts for a platform like Instagram or engaging in daily conversations. You want to just, teach and share your genius and share your thought leadership and expand your impact and really own that stage, positioning yourself as an authority, while at the same time still having new people discover you, like each video is going to still be working for you, then you may find YouTube to be a better fit. And it's not to say that you can only use one or the other, obviously, too. You can do a combined strategy of using both YouTube and Instagram. This is what I do, in fact, using Instagram as the lobby, where when we connect with people, again, it's usually like, what's your Instagram? And we'll start conversations in the DMs. Eventually, they'll find our YouTube channel and those build trust in a deeper way. And maybe a couple years later down the road, they become clients. And in fact, we use our YouTube content to fuel our Instagram strategy, because we put all this work into really being thoughtful about each video that we create for this YouTube channel, so it can be used in different ways by cutting clips or reels for Instagram or creating a carousel out of a particular YouTube video. And that way our message is aligned on both platforms. So the key is really knowing what you want most out of your business right now and how you want to spend that time. If YouTube is part of your plan, then you can grab my YouTube authority checklist. It will be linked down in the description below, because I know it can get overwhelming with what to focus on when it comes to YouTube. So that checklist really helps you to know what to expect when it comes to building a channel that attracts clients and that grows your email list. So again, I'll link to that in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.